Hey girl. Yes, it's Monday, girl. Time for us to go to bumping our gums. Yes, I'm talking about Wendy tonight. But I'm not gonna hold you tonight. Tonight I'm gonna talk to people about Wendy because I love her and I really want to talk about her. Okay? Alright, girl, tune in, okay? Alright, girl. Alright. So, good evening. Hi guys. Tonight we're gonna be talking about our beloved Wendy Williams. And if you don't know who she is, I'm going to give you a background synopsis of who she is, how she got where she is today, and her current situation that she's in. Wendy Williams was born on July 18th of 1964. Wendy Williams is an American media personality, author, producer, and former broadcaster of her own show, The Wendy Williams Show. She is best known for hosting the national syndicated talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, from 2008 until 2021. Wendy got her start as a radio DJ in New York City in the 1990s. That's when she was talking about all the rappers. You know how she used to get down. The Wendy Williams experience was included in the National Radio Hall of Fame in 2009, and her show was the spinoff from it. So basically, she went from radio, and they took that gorgeous personality and put her on television. Okay, so Wendy Williams gained popularity from being outspoken, no nonsense, telling all personality. Wendy Williams gained most of her popularity with her show, The Wendy Williams Experience. The Wendy Williams Show ran for 14 seasons from 2008 into 2022. She left the show due to health issues and erratic behavior. Now, Wendy has always been open about her struggles with her health. So let's just get that together. She's always been an open book. So now let's talk about the marriage, because that's where I feel like things got a little bit hectic. She dealt with things behind the scenes that we did not know about, and we're going to talk about it. Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter met. Wendy Williams met the love of her life, and yes, he was Kevin Hunter, in 1994 at an ice skating rink. They married in 1999, and Wendy Williams had her son in 2000, her one and only son. Kevin Hunter Jr. pictured there. This is Kevin her husband, the big-headed one, and the son is the one in the colorful shirt. Kevin Hunter Jr. is Wendy Williams' only child through her former husband, Kevin Hunter Sr., born in August of 2000. Kevin has mostly avoided the limelight that can often be associated with children of entertainment stars. Wendy was very protective of him, and she paid his college up until they took her money from her. Side note. Our dear Wendy has always been open about whatever she dealt with. Don't you remember her showing us her feet on live? You cannot, a woman that's open and transparent, there's really not much to guess about her. She's not asking you to, she's showing you. Wendy Williams has always been open about her struggles with lymphedema. Lymphedema is a condition where fluid builds up in the body due to a malfunctioning lymphatic system, primarily affecting her feet and causing noticeable swelling. She has always been open and spoken to us about this. I don't know if I could ever be that open about things that I deal with. Like, anyone that is that transparent, they're not leaving much to the imagination. And that's why we love her, because she didn't leave anything to the imagination. She was open and honest with us. The one thing she tried to remain and have privacy about was her marriage. But unfortunately, sometimes you have to be careful who you tie yourself to. The Bible says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." However, God also gives one warning that we forget about. Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." So you have to be careful and mindful of who you connect yourself with, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, because you don't know what their intentions are. And that's why often, and God gave the warning to guard it. And so, finding a wife is a good thing. But the question is, Men are also the leaders, so if the intentions in their heart aren't pure, then the results can be devastating. And I'm just speaking facts. Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter were married for 21 years. Kevin was the only man that Wendy had been married to. The first sighting of another woman in their marriage was September of 2017. The beautiful young woman seen there, Miss Sharina Hudson, the infamous Sharina Hudson. According to Miss Sharina Hudson, her and Kevin had been involved for over 10 years. Now, there were a lot of things, because I'm a big Wendy fan, stating that that those two even had a house down the road. So just picture yourself in her situation and imagine being married to a man who's not giving all his love and attention and affection to you, and he's splitting it. Men are now, with social media, being very broad and open about what they're doing. They feel like that it's their right, and it's not. It's not the way God governed us. And for those men who use the Bible and say those men had many wives, well, how is your heart? Because if your heart ain't good, you can't give it away to too many people, because it also has to feed you. And that's where the wife comes in. She fills you up when you empty out. But I digress. Let's move forward. Wendy filed for divorce from Kevin Hunter after finding out that he fathered a child with his alleged mistress. According to Wendy, in her own words, that was the deal breaker. It was over. Money, everything, gone. According to our lovely Wendy, her life after Kevin was great. She loved her life, just me and my cats. Wendy's statement, my life was 100% fabulous. Wendy states, just as clear, when I got divorced, I had this lawyer. I got a divorce like no one else had. And I was good, just me and my cats. I'm a cat person. I don't know if you follow me, you know that I'm a big cat person. I love me some kitties. Wendy even admitted that she loved her show, but her heart wasn't in it. Kevin was tied to her so much. If you don't know what a tie is or a soul tie, do research on it. But he was all ingrained in her business. She was his bread and butter. Wendy was initially placed on court ordering guardianship in April of 2022. The arrangement was put into place after Wells Fargo froze her accounts because her then financial advisor claimed she was of unsound mind. The New York lawyer Sabrina Morrison was named Williams' legal guardian. Wendy came out with a documentary. Over the course of 2 years, camera chronicles the former television radio host for 2 years of her life. The show currently has 1 season. Episode 1, I'm Not a Crier. Episode 2, I Really Want to Be Back on TV. And episode 3, I Love Being Famous. Wendy has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, and that was in 2024. And what's really strange is she was diagnosed she was put in a guardianship before the diagnosis. I find that strange. Wendy is currently in a facility in New York. Wendy called into the show The Breakfast Club and broke down into tears. Wendy stated she is not cognitively impaired. Do I seem that way? She is unable to leave. Wendy stated, my life is fucked up. I feel like I don't feel right. I'm definitely isolated. I feel like I'm in prison. I keep the door closed. I watch TV and listen to radio and look out the window. I sit here as my life goes by. I'm in a place where people are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. There's something wrong with the people here. Wendy has said she don't know if she'll be able to see her father for his next birthday. She spent the last 3 birthdays by herself. Alex Finney, Wendy's niece, stated, anybody that knows my aunt knows that she's always been a unique personality. How she talk, that's her. Don't twist her words up now. So I ask you, should Wendy be being held against her will? Should she be free with her family? Did Kevin indirectly affect her mental health? We have all these questions and more, but let's keep our eyes on Wendy and our prayers to her and her family.